quick methods. You're not going to like what we tell you about this, but it's the truth. It will take between 7 and 10 years to change your life. Being successful requires you to think ahead and take actions now which will have an impact over the long term. The quicker you realize there's no other way around it, the quicker you can start to take the right types of action. 10 years might sound like a lot of time where plenty of things can happen, but the time will pass either way, and without a plan, you'll find yourself 10 years later doing the same mistakes, but filled with more regret that you didn't take action sooner. We recommend that once you find what your end game will look like, to deconstruct which things that need to happen for you over the next few years, which will take you as close to that goal as possible, and then focus on getting closer to those things. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Number 7, continuous learning. Rich and successful people never stop learning, not only through reading, but learning from everything that's around them. It's incredible how much you can learn about life just from observing what's happening. Your success depends on your ability to continuously learn, acquire new skills, and use those to further yourself. The goal is not to know as many things as possible, but to understand as many things as you can. There's a crucial difference between the two. The first one fills your mind with information, while the second one allows you to connect dots others might not be able to see. The first one will drive you mad, while the other one will help you understand the world. Ask yourself, when is the last time you've actually learned something that is of real value, which made your life or the life of those around you better? This is how you keep track if you're growing or not. Continuous learning is about improving your current self on a consistent basis. This will ultimately lead you to make better decisions and live a more fulfilling life. The moment you stop learning, you start to die. Number 8, how to sell. Selling has a bad rep because most people think of it as manipulation instead of rationalized persuasion. Everything you do in life is a form of selling. From the minute you're born, when you're crying in order to get milk, to the moment you die. Life is about interacting with others, and selling is just convincing someone of the merits of an exchange. If you learn how to do that, you have a shot at winning in life, because you're going to have to sell a lot of people on a lot of things in your journey. You'll have to convince your partner to be with you. You'll have to convince your friends to trust you. And if you want to be rich, you'll have to prove that whatever it is you're offering is worth exchanging for money. This is the basics, folks. If you're unable to understand the fundamentals of transactions, you're going to have a hell of a hard time trying to get rich. The following line will forever change the way you look at money. People will trade their money for things they find more valuable than the money they just spent. Take a minute to read that again and run it through your brain. If needed, pause the video, write it down, and think about it. The reasoning applies to time as well. People will trade their time for money if the money they receive is perceived as more valuable than their own time. If you know this to your core, it will make you a great salesman. You'll be able to rationalize their decision process and make the sale easier. This video is about getting rich, which means getting money. But the same principles apply to every time of trade in life. Help me with this.
Where does the time go? At any given moment.
Because I will help you with that. If you've ranked yourself as bad at selling, we recommend you read 2 really important books, which we'll leave the link in the description of the video. The first one is Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. The second is Start with Why by Simon Sinek. Number 9, learning to outsource. Now that you know how to sell someone on your ideas, it's time to buy yourself the most valuable thing in the world, time. Everyone who is rich or successful understands the importance of time and the fact that it is a limited resource. We all have the same